Well, good afternoon, my fishing brethren. Thank you so much for joining us today. I was at Sportsman's Warehouse earlier this week, and a gentleman came up to me and he said, "Hey man, I'm a subscriber and it's really good to meet you in person." And we started talking, exchanging some pleasantries and fishing tips and all that good stuff. And he said, he asked me a question. He said, do you know anything, or do you have an opinion on the Googan Squad? And I said, well, I have a couple of opinions, and I asked him what his was, and he basically said, I don't like them all that much. They're a little immature, they use language that I don't necessarily approve of, and then he said something interesting. He said, I don't think that they're advancing the sport. I think that they're hurting the sport. So I wanted to make a video, and I came home, and sorry about, man, the flies are crazy. I came home and I researched this a little bit, and apparently there's kind of like a lot of drama with this particular subject. So if you know who Fluke Master is, I guess he stirred up a whole bunch of stuff because he made a video about him. And anyway, you can look at all that if you want to. My favorite YouTube fisherman is LFG, Lake Fork Guy. And he makes great fishing videos, high quality, great content, family man, uses his wife and his little dog in this in a vlog video type stuff. It's really good quality content. I really like him. And he fishes with this Googan Squad. He fishes with a couple of them every once in a while. So my opinion of it is first and foremost, stop judging the guys. They make videos, and they make the videos that they want to make, just like I make videos that I want to make. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. It's really not, it's not anything to lose your mind about. It's not anything to gripe about. It's definitely not anything to argue with people about. Just don't watch them. It's not that big of a deal. Second thing, do they use some language that I wouldn't use? Probably. Do they fish the way that I probably wouldn't want to fish, with gummy worms and challenges and all this weird stuff? And yeah, they do all of that. But again, who cares? Don't watch it. You know, all the descriptions are listed there on the video. You don't have to click on it. There's nobody forcing you to do that. But the other thing, the thing that just kind of it eats at me a little bit, the opinion that they're not growing the sport, or they're damaging the sport, is stupid. That's a stupid opinion. There's no way that you can make that assertion. It's kind of like when Mike Iaconelli came on the scene in the B.A.S.S competitions. The guy is nuts. He's nuts. He's loud. He catches a fish and he's hooping and hollering. And you know, I remember when he first came on, and my dad just hated the guy. He's just like, well, this guy's not a fisherman. He's a jokester. He's just a kid. He's you know what, blah 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 blah. Everybody has their criticism. You know, the guy's kicking his electronics off the boat into the water when he loses a fish. I mean, he's nuts. But they had the same opinions about him. You can't tell me that Mike Iaconelli did not grow the sport of bass fishing. He most certainly has. And there's a lot of kids out there, urban city kids, that relate to him in a way that, you know, they relate to him in a way that somebody can't relate to Bill Dance or whatever you want to use. It's another avenue that we can attract different crowds into the sport of bass fishing. Why is football so successful? Why is it such a name brand sport in America? It's because from all walks of life, race, gender, whatever, people enjoy watching football. Bass fishing has predominantly been a niche sport, and only a certain subgroup of people are bass fishermen. There's only benefit to growing that sport, and you cannot tell me that the Googan Squad is not growing our sport. Now, you can argue that they're doing it in a way that you don't approve of or you don't like. Fine, make that argument, but you can't tell me they're not growing the sport. They're definitely attracting new people. They're attracting young people. They're attracting millennials. They're using social media in a way that you might not approve of or like, but it's attracting people that, you know, listen to Taylor Swift or whatever. And that's the key. That's the key. I want 14 and 15-year-old boys and girls to be interested in bass fishing. I want that. And to do those things, you have to have a younger mindset. Those guys have it. The last thing I would say, if you gave me an opportunity whenever I was 23 years old to fish professionally for a living, make six-figure income on YouTube, only by making videos, if you gave me that opportunity whenever I was 23, number one, I would have jumped all over it. And if I could go back and do it all over again, I can promise you I'd be making videos back then. But the second thing is, if I was 23 and you gave me a 6-figure income, I'd act like an idiot too. I mean, I was stupid when I was 23 and I was broke. Can you imagine the level of stupidity I would have managed to get to if I would have had a 6-figure income? I mean, holy cow, I'd probably be in jail to this day, because I don't know how you guys were when you were 23, but I was an idiot. And I didn't really get my head out of my butt till I was about 26, 27 years old. So, man, I don't judge them. I think they have some growing up to do. But don't we all have some growing up to do? Anyway, I just think we shouldn't judge them so much. I enjoy watching their videos. And you know what? The videos I don't enjoy watching, I just click out of, and I don't watch them. Something that really aggravates me about making these YouTube videos is the people who dislike the video. You know, there's no avenue for them to give a reason to dislike the video. They just click that little thumbs down, you know, and kind of vengefully. And yeah, it's a little sore subject for me. How can you take a gentleman such as myself that's making a Father's Day video, and the whole video is just, hey, thank you for being a dad, and hope you enjoy Father's Day. How can you dislike that video? That blows my mind. Don't judge the Googan Squad too harshly. Let them grow up. Hopefully their channels will evolve a little bit and they'll become a more professional bass fisherman. If not, that's okay too. But they're growing the sport. They're doing something for bass fishing that a lot of guys can't do and won't do. And most importantly, they're getting young people involved and young people excited about what we're trying to do. Give me your opinion. Let me know. Put it down there in the comments below. I love seeing all of your comments. I read them all. I try to respond to them all. I'm small enough right now that we can, that we can do that. And so I really enjoy the back and forth. I enjoy the community that we're building together. So God bless you guys. Have a great, safe afternoon, and we will catch you next time.